Hey, Joseph59 here to show you guys how to make this PS4 or Xbox stand with LED lighting. Starting off this project, I'm going to be using two 3/4 inch by 16 by 72 inches long laminate whitewood panels, which is pretty much pine wood. For your bottom piece, you want to attach your template. Take your pencil and trace around the shape. For adding your pocket holes, as you can see here, I've already drilled for side 1, side 2, and on the back. I just got one more left here to drill. You want to take your orbital sander with 150 grit sandpaper, and you want to sand your bottom, top, back, side 1 and side 2 on both sides. Now for assembly, I've already attached the top to the side 1 and side 2 in the back. I just got one more screw left to attach it to the bottom. For the drawers, we have to add a bottom groove in so the bottom piece will fit in. And as you can see here, I already did one groove, and now I'm ready to cut my second groove beside it. I cut the bottom for the drawer. Everything fits together. Just got one last screw to put in. Take your template and your center punch and make a mark. Then what you want to do, you want to take your drill and pre-drill all the way through on your final top and on your top as well. I used my orbital sander with 150 grit sandpaper to sand down everything nice and smooth. Then I used 120 grit sandpaper and sanded all the edges nice and smooth. For the wood stain, I used Varathane in an ebony color. I stained the inside, outside, and back as well. For the drawer faces, I did the edges and the back part. The front, I will be doing something different with that. For the clear coat, I used Varathane in a semi-gloss finish. I applied 3 coats on the inside, outside, and back. For the drawer faces, I did the edges and the back side as well. For the drawers, I used the same type of clear coat and applied 3 coats as well. For the top, I routed out an area where the LED lighting would go. Then I stained it, clear coated, installed the LED lighting, and just reinforced the corners with epoxy putty. To install the metal rod, what you want to do first is take your dowel, pre-drill the center, top, and bottom of it. Once you have done that, you want to use a screw to screw it in place so that the dowel is nice and tight. Once you have done that to all 4 of them, you want to take your metal rod and place them all on top. Then for the actual top itself, you want to pre-drill just a little bit bigger hole which I did was 3/8 inch for the countersink to screw in. Then add a little bit of wood glue and add your plugs in place. To remove the plugs, I am just using a Japanese saw that's just really flexible. And as soon as you just start to saw it back and forth, it will come right off. For the top, I sanded, then followed the same steps in staining and clear coating. For the drawers, I made a collage in Photoshop of the different games, got it printed out at Staples, then took my scissors to cut it out to size, left a little bit on the edges, took my spray adhesive, sprayed the backing of it, and placed it on to the poster board. Once it was stuck on, I took my scissors and cut it out to shape. Then I took my spray adhesive again, sprayed the backing of the poster board, and stuck it on to the drawer fronts. Then I took my epoxy and poured epoxy all over the top of the drawers and the sides as well. And this is what it looks like now that it's completely dry. For installing the drawer slides, I started with installing the top one first. I just used a spacer here that was cut to the right height so that the drawer slide would sit on top of it, and then I just screwed it in with a screwdriver. And for the bottom ones, I just used 2 paint sticks and placed them on the bottom, then put the drawer slide on top of it as well, then screwed in my screws into the holes, and then once that was completely done, I installed the drawers. For installing the drawer faces, I first took out the drawers and used a countersink bit to pre-drill the holes. Then I place the drawers back in. I'm using a paint stick as a spacer. I just applied it on the bottom. Then I took some double-sided tape and placed it on the top and bottom. Then took the actual drawer face here, and then I pushed really hard to make sure that it stuck really well to double-sided tape. Then pulled it a bit forward, used a clamp to hold it in place. Then took my screws and screwdriver, of course, and screwed all the screws in. For the top one, I did the exact same thing. Only difference is you just put your paint stick spacer on top. To finish it off, just add some cabinet knobs on and leveling feet. Now all you gotta do is hook up your PlayStation or Xbox and turn on the lights and game away. Thanks for checking out this video. All links are in the description below for this video. Definitely subscribe for more videos just like this. Don't forget to share this video and post your comments below. Some of the best tips and feedback come from you. Thanks for watching.